In this video, we are going to talk about how to organize collections that you have made in Wakelet. So when you make a collection, it actually lives under what's called your profile. And so your profile is right here, and you can change that profile to be public, and then change different Wakelet collections to have the permissions of public as well. One thing that can happen is that if you are creating Wakelets for a variety of different reasons, they can get all kind of mixed up in your profile. And so some people like to create what's called spaces in order to organize the collections that they make. And so to create a space, you're going to look down below your profile picture to where it says add a space. So you'll give your space a name. I'm just going to call this my test space. Then I'll go ahead and create it. And so all of your spaces are going to live down here in this menu that's called spaces. And so when I'm here in this space, I can create collections within here, but I can also move existing collections into here as well. Inside of your space, you can choose to publish it, which will make that space public, so anyone can see it. When you've made your space public, you can click on this button right here that says View Public Profile, and this is what it's going to look like to your out-facing audiences. Once you're in here, you can edit your profile and change your profile image. Change your header, and you can change the name of your space, so how people find it on Wakelet, and you can also create a bio. Once I've done that, I'll save those things. Another nice feature in Wakelet Spaces is that I can create sections. And so I'm going to create a section that's called skiing, and I'm going to create another section that's called, we'll just say cooking. And so then I can start organizing my existing collections within these sections. So I'm going to go ahead and save those changes that I've made, and then I'm going to go back to my Wakelet collections. And so here I have a few different Wakelets that are about skiing, and here I have one that's about cooking. So I'm going to go into this Wakelet. I'm going to double check that I've turned on allow sharing and that I turn on publish to profile. I'm gonna hop back out into my collections, and then I can go here, hit my three dots, and click on move collection. And I'm going to move that collection into my test space. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Move collection into my test space, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Move collection into my test space. Now if I go into my test space, I can see, okay, I've got these three collections in there. I can then go into my public profile and see what people can see in there. Now, two of my collections have been published so that they are publicly viewable, but one of them hasn't been. Once they have been published and you've organized them into a space, if you have created sections, they will go under uncategorized. And so I can move those around just by clicking Edit Profile. And then I can click on the collection and move this to skiing. I can move this one to cooking. And so you can see everything is organized here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save. I'm going to head back out of my public facing space, move back here to the back side of my space, and find that Wakelet that I hadn't set up the sharing permissions on. I'll turn those on and go back to my space, look in my public space, and then organize this uncategorized collection. So again, hit profile, or edit profile, move to skiing. And I'll hit save. So once you've done this, you can then provide students or other people this link up here, and that will have all of your collections organized and public facing for them to explore.